So in this video, I'm going to start to delve into some of the more functions that you can find. So when you went up onto your auto sum, so if we look at the spreadsheet, you're very familiar. We did this before. So we've got a list of fruit here, so many units at a unit cost, and the total cost is cell B2, the units, times cell C2, the unit cost. And then we've got a sum here at the bottom. And we went up on the editing tab and we chose the auto sum. And you'll notice it says more functions here. So what are some of those more functions? What are some of those further functions? Well, what I want to do here is I don't want to, the cost is changing all the time. In these poor economic times, costs are varying. So on one day, apples will cost $2.99, and the next day they'll cost something else, So what I want to be able to do, instead of going into my spreadsheet and changing the unit cost every time I've got apples listed, what I want to be able to do is go and change that in one place. So if you look at the tabs at the bottom here, you'll see this is the fruit tab, but I've created a data tab here. And here I can go and make those changes. So yesterday apples were $1.99, but today they're up at $2.49. So I just make that change, and I want that change to automatically pull through into the work that I'm doing. So I don't have to remember that cost. I keep that cost in one data file, and then I use it again and again. Well, to do this kind of thing, you can use a VLOOKUP. So if I go into the cell here, C2, to put in the unit cost for apples, I could just type in $2.99. I've already formatted this as currency, by the way. I could just type that in, or I could get the spreadsheet to go and look it up. So to get that further function, if I go here to the function editor, and if you're not seeing the function editor, just click View and just click on Formula Bar. Okay, just make sure that Formula Bar is ticked, and then you will see the function editor here. So you go here to the FX to insert the function, and you put that in, and then you can go and search for a function. Ones that you've used recently will be here, but you can, if you're looking for a particular one, so I type in VLOOKUP, and I click Go, and then I select that, and I click OK. What happens is it presents you with a little wizard, which allows you to put the function together more easily. Now, I keep on forgetting how to do a VLOOKUP. It's not the most intuitive thing to me, and I keep forgetting how to do it. So having a little thing here, instead of just typing it in, reminding me of what I'm looking for, and having these little helpful hints telling you what you're looking for here is a great help. So the basic idea is it's going to look up a value, and it's going to look up a value in this column here. So it must look to see whether it's looking for apples or pears or pineapples or whatever. So to get that, I just, with my mouse, select that column, obviously not including the total. So it's A2 to A15. And it tells me here that because I'm in this row, it's going to find that value apples. Okay, so it's looking for A2 to A15, but it's going to, because I'm in the row number 2, it's going to find apples. If I were in row number 3, it would find pears. Row number 4, it would find pineapples. And just telling you that it's, at the moment, it's finding that value will show you that you're on the right track. Then if you click in the one below, the table array, it says is a table of text, numbers, or logical values in which data is retrieved. So this is the data that I'm going to go and get it from. So I click on my data tab there, and I just select the whole table. So it's data exclamation point, and if you look at the bottom, you'll see that this sheet is called data. Exclamation just tells you that it's the name of the sheet. So it's going to data sheet, the worksheet called data, and it's finding A1 to B9. And I just go back into column index number, and this is a number which shows, and I'll just go back on the data there. This is column 1, where it says apples, pears, bananas. And this is column 2, where it has the prices. Well, it's finding, in the lookup value, it's finding apples. I wanted to find the price for apples. So I wanted to find column number 2 in this particular table. If there were more things, then it might be, I might be looking for column 1. And then it's going to find the range lookup. Okay, and it tells you that this is a logical value to find the closest match in the first column sorted in ascending order. True or omitted. Find an exact match is false. Now, to be honest with you, I don't really understand that at all. But I always find, I just type in false and it works. So you'll have to Google, go onto YouTube or something if you want to know exactly what all of that is. But I've always just put in false and it's always worked for me. And you'll notice it's saying $2.49, which was the price of apples. So it's working in that instance. And the moment I do that, you'll notice what it does is it's finding the values all along. So every time it's apples, it's finding $2.49. And for pears, it's $2.99. Pineapples, $5.99. You just go and double check. Pineapples, $5.99. Yeah, there we go. And there we go. The whole thing works as if by magic.